Okay, hi, I'm Jeff Bailey. This is one of my longtime students, Leslie, and she's helping us here with this video to help you understand some of the basic concepts of Avita Yoga. In the first video, you had your head on the floor and we talked about the different ways to work with the arms and the benefits of having the legs up on the wall. And now, I'm going to talk about having the bolster underneath your head and the options for the hands and the arms and the work that gets really emphasized in the shoulder here. So Leslie's just going to slowly bring her arms out, kind of like you're making a snow angel out to the side. So the same thing can apply. If you have an impingement in the shoulder here that shows up, you stay here. See, but if you were to keep going, what's going to happen? The elbow's slowly going to wrap around the end of the bolster. That's it. Good. And now it's sort of this, like a goalpost shape, which is fine. See, you can just rest the arms here or hold them here a little bit to feel and get to know the healing sensation. At first it feels a little painful and it feels like something you should avoid. See, and then Leslie just wrapped her hands around the end. This is a cue that I give a lot. Wrapping the arms around the end. Okay. If it's doable, if it's possible, you can keep moving the hands underneath. Yep. She's going to demonstrate that. So healthy shoulders have the ability to have the fingers interlocked in this shape. Now, this is all a progression. And you don't want to make the mistake of just progressing the shape at the cost of missing the healing opportunity along the way. We're cleaning up joint problems, we're cleaning up arthritis, we're cleaning up all kinds of negative patterning that goes with it. So it has to happen in a timely manner. If the fingers interlock, the tendency is to pull them down under the neck because that's a comfort place. So oftentimes I'll say, move your hands back toward the back edge of the bolster a little bit. So you can move them back some, Leslie, even if they come apart. Yeah, see? And now her fingertips have a little space between them, but the hands are back near the back edge of the bolster. This is a fairly advanced shape. I wouldn't expect half the shoulders in the world to be able to do this. That's why we teach a progression. By the time you're here and you're spending time here doing the things that we do and the way the bolster impacts your body and puts pressure into the shoulders, healing, compressive pressure. And pressure is kind of a loaded word, isn't it? Okay, but it's a word that I use because done properly, it gets amazing results for us. Okay, so just wanted to cover this aspect of shape. We'll spend a little bit of time here. You can close your eyes. Make sure that the shape is working for you. There could be tingling sensations. There could even be numbness that starts to show up. Those are symptoms of deeper problems. We don't react to symptoms. We may back off a little bit. We may respond to them, but we're not going to react and avoid them. With a proper mindset, the symptoms and the sensations that come with the symptoms will lead us to the problem, where the yoga will help solve the problem. And that's what we want. We want to become problem solvers, not symptom mitigators. See, we just sit with the shape. You just be with it. Let the sensation come. Let it slow you down a little bit. Feel your breath rate start to slow. Okay, now slowly release your arms. Good. find your strap. Now, if you don't have a strap, a belt will do, but a 6-foot strap is inexpensive and very helpful tool. There's 2 things I recommend, is a bolster and a strap. And then we're going to put the strap around the ball of the left foot. Not the toes themselves, not the arch, not the heel, but see if you can get the strap to cover the little toe base and the big toe base. And then walk your hands up high so the elbows are fairly straight. Good, and now your shoulders get to relax. They were relaxed, hopefully, probably to some degree in the previous shape. They get to relax here, and now you use your hands. This is the same healing compression that we put on other joints, now comes into your fingers and hands and your thumbs. At first, it can be a little painful, a little annoying to use your hands this way. We're used to holding the tension in our shoulders and neck, and what we're doing here is we're transferring that tension from your shoulders and neck, and we're putting it into your hands where it can be discharged. It's the end of the line, so we just let it discharge through your hands into the strap. Let the arms hang now. Your arms are heavy, shoulders are dropping. The left leg now a little bit more active. Bring the toes towards you. Feel the sensation, a little stretchy feeling on the back of the leg. Include the sensation in the knee. Include the sensation in your shin muscle working to open up the back of the heel and open up the tissue across the bottom of the foot. Excellent. And now slowly bring the heel off the wall. Just a little bit by bit. Never more than necessary. Never so much that the knee would bend. The moment the knee bends here, the point of the yoga is pretty much lost. We want the sensation to come down through the leg and into the hip. Let the shoulders drop. Feel the hands work. Nothing about any shape should ever be so demanding or so extreme that it pushes you out or takes your peace away. In fact, the yoga should really do just the opposite. Okay, that's good. Lower back. And then put the strap on the ball of the right foot. Big toe base, little toe base. Now, if it's your first time, more than likely your hands just got really tired, and it's okay. Rest them at your side, take a break. When you're ready, you come back, hands high. High enough so that now the shoulders have room to drop toward the floor and away from your ears. Good. Firm the thigh, bring the toes a little bit, firm the shin muscle, open the back of the leg, and ever so slowly bring the heel off the wall. Good. Maybe just a quarter of an inch, just a tiny bit. See how thoughtfully we move through these shapes. And everything that we do on the mat, when we do on the floor here, is preparatory work for standing shapes, more complex shapes, but that comes down the road. We'll do no shape before it's time. And while we may experiment a little bit with various shapes along the way, I'll always teach them in a way that is appropriate for you. Good. Can you feel the muscles engage on the thigh and on the shin? Feel the work in your hands and your fingers, the compression in the bones, and sometimes cramping in the muscles. You'll get through that quickly. With a little bit of will, you'll get through it. It's safe. It may not be comfortable, but it's very safe. Okay, now bring your heel back to the wall. See, as your body gets more comfortable with these shapes, what's the result? More comfort and freedom in your life. Okay, that's good, Leslie. You can set the strap aside. Good. Rest a second. We don't do the practice to get better at the practice. We do the practice to have more freedom and comfort and peace in our life. Any betterment in the practice is a byproduct of time and practice itself. Okay, now bend your knees and push yourself away from the wall. Good. Stretch out a little bit, roll to one side. You can pause a moment here. When you're ready, you push yourself up and sit on the bolster. A firm pillow will do. You sit on the bolster. Have the right leg in front of the left, so your shins are now crossed. And notice Leslie just moved her heels out away, so her heels are starting to line up a little bit more with the knees. Good. Now your knees may be lifted high up in the air, they may be down toward the floor. All that is because of the unique nature of hip problems and hip rigidity, unique to all of us. The main thing that's important is to have the heels out. So if your right leg is in front of the left, if you look down, your left shin, the left shin, which is your lower leg, is parallel to the end of the mat or to the wall in front of you. Good. Now soften your structure, soften your body. You could, now we set Leslie up too far from the wall, but you could put your bolster back closer to the wall and lean against the wall. And I would say do that if the sensation is already strong in your hips. And then you're going to test a little bit. Can you slowly curve forward? And it is a genuine question. I'm not telling you to do it. I'm asking you to check in and see, what do you feel when you start to curve forward? More than likely, you feel the rigidity in the hips. You feel stiffness in your spine. Sometimes people feel a sharp kind of grating sensation in one or both hips. Don't be afraid of that sensation. Instead, pace your progress. Get to know that sensation. It's healing. Done thoughtfully, caringly, done at the proper pace. This shape is remarkably healing for hip problems. But you need more. You can't just do one shape over and over and get better until eventually that shape would become a liability. Anytime we specialize, that one thing would become a liability, even though it helped for a while. That's why we do the whole practice. Each hour-long practice really takes care of the whole body. Now slowly raise up, Leslie. Raise yourself up. And good. Can you feel the impact? Can you even see the impact on Leslie, how calming it is? There's a demand, but it brings about a deep calm inside. If you're not experiencing that, then you're pushing too hard. Switch the cross of the legs. Now Now look down and see that the right shin is more parallel to the end of the mat. The heel's out a little bit. Good. Befriend the shape, befriend the sensation. Close your eyes. Remember, you could lean against the wall. Slowly curve forward. Feel the shape that comes with the movement. Feel the sensation that comes with both. And watch the part of your mind that will judge that as painful, or judge it as undoable, or judge it as problematic. Those thoughts will get you nowhere. They're limiting thoughts that have a limiting impact in the body. So we say, okay, here's my limitation. I'm going to work with it as kindly as I possibly can. That's good. Slowly raise up. That's nice. All right, now, in this very short practice, it really demonstrated a few shapes. Feel the impact. It's a potent practice. Good, and then because of that, I recommend stretching yourself out on the floor, support your head on the bolster. Just take a moment, stretch out. You might even feel like, see if there's been stress or tension in your life, which generally comes with being a human being. You feel the impact of the practice and you want to take a little rest. You might even want to take a little nap. Give yourself these opportunities for your nervous system and your mind and your body to reset and reorganize around freedom instead of tension and strain and stress. You can lead busy, full lives and still come from a place of health and freedom and centeredness. Good. Now, you may want to take a nap right now, and if you're ready to finish, you'll just roll onto one side and sit up. We like to bring closure to all practices, whether they're short or long. Just sitting comfortably. Close your eyes, bring your hands to your heart. I hope this short video has been helpful for you. We'd love to see you and love to share the practice with you. You can learn more at avita.yoga. Thank you and namaste.